good morning. Why do we need to put phones in the airplane mode? And how does that happen? Many of the safety rules many of the safety rules on aircraft may seem like common sense, such as keeping seatbelts fastened during takeoff and landing. However, the reason why we can't use our phones may seem less obvious. Most smart devices will have an airplane mode that turns off the device's transmitter but allows some features to still be used while in the air. But why do we actually need to use it? Well, according to America's Federal Aviation Authority, FAA, the signals from mobile phone transmitters could interfere with the aircraft. Signals from devices such as mobile phones can operate on the same frequency as signals used by aircraft to communicate to and to negative. The FAA found that these signals can overload networks on the ground, especially during takeoff and landing. Although it's announced before takeoff on every flight that passengers must switch their phones off or put them in airplane mode, some devices may be missed. In fact, a 2019 survey by mobile network AT&T found that 1 in 15 passengers didn't turn their phone off or put in airplane mode during flights. There is no evidence that using mobile phones have ever caused an airplane to crash. However, well, if it does, that's horrible. You can be the reason. However, the problems caused by using mobile phones in the sky could affect more than just signals. For example, it would likely take longer for a crew to serve food and drinks if they had to wait for people to finish their calls before taking their orders, which could quickly add up between several hundred passengers. However, this may soon begin to change, at least in Europe. By June 30th, passengers in the European Union will be able to use 5G networks on planes, meaning they can use their phones as usual while on board. However, the rules aren't likely to change in the US anytime soon. America uses different frequencies for its 5G networks, and these could still interfere with the frequencies needed by aircraft. Discussion: what did you imagine was the reason behind airplane mode before reading this article? The same. Do you ever forget to put your phone into airplane mode when flying? Would you like to be able to use your phone normally on airplanes? Yes. How do you usually keep yourself entertained on flights? What are the most boring flights you've been on? The one without any movies. For the discussion, how often do you fly domestically? What are the longest flights you've been on? What are the best airlines you've flown with? What was the service like? Have you had any negative airline experiences? What's your least favorite thing about the air travel? Maybe the food.